Hello and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play World Tanks. What is this? This is additions to the French tree. I'm here on the test server. I figured I'd give it a shot. I know I usually complain that I never really play the test server because I don't like to. But you know what? I'm bored and I feel like checking out the French tanks. So let's try and roll through each of them as far as I can get. I'll try and get a little bit of tidbits here and there with them. Just show you guys what I think of them. Do like one game on each, so on and so forth. So let's go take a look at the French TDs and French artillery. So, that was a weird sound, but then again, there's absolutely no mods in this one. So, I'm playing the French TD real quick. It's alright. Oh, look. A little new map type you can see there. Let me increase the size of that real quick. There we go. Oh, look, they found something. Oof. Feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but that's the joy of... Oh, nuts. Oh, my ping is at like 100. And I'm also playing on the Russian server. Listen to me, the Russian server. It's not bad. I have this thing fully upgraded, so it's firing the larger gun. Whatever the larger gun happens to be. It's a 47mm, I want to believe. It's not bad. I mean, I have a 75% crew on there. Wow, we just decimated these guys real quick. It's it looks like it's fairly fast firing, fairly accurate, but it's a tier 1 or tier 2, so it's not too bad. Jeez, look at the experience you get. So, let's hop into the SPG and see what that's like. So, since that game ended so quickly, I didn't really get a chance to mention this, but the TD of the French, that thing seemed to be pretty tall. So, it, while not bad, ooh, that range is short, but then again, it's a tier 2. So, while the gun's not bad, it certainly is super tall, so it can work for and against it, I guess. Kind of depends. Alright, we have a lot of SPGs here, so gonna have to see what happens, what this guy spots. Go Tetrarch. BT2, okay. Wow, 1 hit point, that would only figure. Not bad though. I mean, it's fairly quick to, again, the problem is this is tier 2 stuff, so I'm not really going to be, how should I put it, working at my top at the moment, because I'm, you know, obviously you're only playing one game in each tank, and on top of that, it's just such a tiny little sample of what the tank can do. Come on. This thing apparently has a pretty good angle though, so I noticed that the angles on this thing is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can actually lob some stuff over pretty nice and tight. That did not do nearly as much damage as I had hoped. And this thing does reload, wow, again, tier whatever SPG, not exactly the highest. We're talking very small stuff here. Alright, we need a scout to get up and over there. Because I can keep pounding away all day long, doesn't mean I'm going to hit anything. This thing didn't do too bad, but move up a bit. Go, Stuart, go. At least get up to the center there. I'm also just kind of shooting to shoot here. Not really playing it the way it probably should be used, but it is what it is. There we go. Okay, so apparently the D2 is deflecting the rounds on this tank pretty nicely. So it's meh. I'm hitting it, but not hitting it for that much. See, now this guy, I can't range over this rock where I'm at. Try and hit him that way. There we go. It's not bad. Of course, we've lost the majority of our tanks, so we can't really do too much here. I will say this: for light tiers, it's all right. You just kind of grind and hope for the best. I don't really know how it's going to perform. Of course, you got to get up to the higher tiers to really see what it's like. So I'm going to take this time to really talk about the cool thing that everyone should have seen coming out, which is the British. The British are indeed coming, and it should be interesting to see what they end up doing. Man, I'm not doing any damage to that tank. So let's worry about this tank. Which is... yeah, no, saw that coming a mile away. Yeah, so it's not bad. One kill ain't too bad. But yeah, no, it's, so in the tier 3 French TD now, fully upgrade. I'm doing all the fully upgrades, by the way. This thing's actually pretty fast, and it has a 57mm on it, so it's going to do some pretty decent penetration and damage. Just got to get set up and get ready to go. As I was trying to say, the British were announced. I'm really looking forward to the Challenger probably the most. Don't know why, just really like it. And it should be, the Challenger's I think the one I'm looking forward to. I don't remember the names of the British tanks, I feel stupid now. Oh well. But yeah, so Challenger should be a pretty cool tank to play when it comes out. And of course, I wouldn't expect the British stuff to come out for probably 6 months. I'd say I think they want to finish up some other stuff first. Then you'll see the British stuff come out. But that's not the point. The point is the new French stuff that I'm doing right now. And it's very nice that people are playing all the different French stuff, or all the different stuff as opposed to just the new French stuff. Kind of opens it up a bit more as opposed to no one really playing any of it. Alright, I have no shot. Well, I do. I do and I don't. Oh, nice! I like the little death animation too on this map. It's kind of cool. Alright, BT7. Prepare to eat whatever French lead I have. This tank isn't bad. The French stuff, the French new stuff seems, well, again, the problem is the simple fact that I'm playing low tier stuff. So it's not like I really have a fair judge of everything. Because there's very limited, how should I want to put it? There's very limited selection of people online, as well as there's very limited tanks to really toy with. I'm not going to hit him. But, I mean, overall, I can see these tanks being fun. I still think the Martyr is probably going to be the top tank for TDs when it comes to Tier 3. This tank just doesn't seem like it can keep up with it because, well, the Martyr's the Martyr. It's just the bee's knees. But, I mean, overall, you gotta look at this thing. It's pretty fast. Pretty entertaining, actually. Alright, what am I going to wander into? Probably a lot of not fun stuff. I'm using this as an assault gun. Kind of just want to show off the tanks here more than anything else. Oh, look. SPG. Let's go quickly take care of him. Probably get myself killed in the process, because there's a tank right next to me. Oh, I bounced off him. That's not good. Yup, I just got one-shotted. So, well, let's move on to another tank. Like I said, I'm just kind of dancing around trying to show you guys all the tanks here. That was kind of cool. So this is a lot of artillery, and I'm in the Tier 3 French artillery now, the Lorraine 39L AM. I haven't seen any of the new game modes yet. I'll have to go and check them out eventually, but I talked about them in the previous video. So let's see what fun we have here. How far is my range? My range is actually pretty decent now. That's good. Now we just actually have to find stuff with which to bombard and whatnot. The trick, of course, being finding stuff. Alright, so I do not have range to there, but I do have range all the way to back here. So let's go look and see where this guy's going. Try and help him out. Alright, I do not see what's attacking him, sadly. Because I think my radio range is too short. I should have probably improved the radio. Otherwise it's going to be a little difficult to do much. Aw, nuts. But again, overall, it's more about just playing the tanks and having fun. I will probably get spotted going out that way. Gotta maintain radio range somehow here. Might have to move out in a moment. Don't really have the greatest range. But I think this tank's... well, again, the problem is playing with these little tanks. as you can see here, there's not really a whole lot to them. It's tier 2 and 3, so you're going to burn through them relatively fast. It's just about game quantity at that point, just going right through as many games as you can. Just take a random shot here and hope for the best and wait for the reload. Nope. Okay, we'll get him with the reload. Now, this seems to be a 15-second reload, it looks like. Not too bad. And I can't take that shot. That'd be silly. This guy, on the other hand, of course I moved and nudged. Your aim area, if you look on my tank down there, is very, very thin. There's not much in the way of area. Alright. A little bit of a reload time before we can help this guy out. Alright, and we'll throw one there. Nope, no dice, sadly. Look, a martyr too. But yeah, this tank is the SPG's alright. The whole narrowness of that aim area, not exactly that good. Of course, now we just have 4 SPGs here, so not gonna be too good when they have everything they want. Time to see how this thing will shotgun now, and or get killed. One of the two, so I can move on to the next. Oh look, it's a tank. Let's go shotgun him just to get it over with. Now, as you can tell, I'm really not playing very seriously. I'm more or less just trying to show it, give a quick analysis as to what I think of it. Ah, I missed him. It's close, though. Oh no, dodge. Got him. And they're shooting all around me. Well, someone's got to move out. So, let's go on, shall we? Now, I'm not necessarily a fan of the low tier stuff that I've seen so far, but again, it's all low tier. We don't really know what's coming out. Gotta give it a chance. It'll probably be a lot more interesting as we go on. I'm dead. So let's move on to the next tank here. So here we go, starting to get into the bigger tanks. I'm into the tier 4 Soma S40, and it's rocking the 75 cannon here. It's it's a difficult choice. Do I go with the penetration rounds or do I go with derp rounds? It appears as though this is a center capture though, the single flag cap map. So it's a interesting new game type. I'll have to see how it plays out. You really got to base your ideas around, do you want to sit there and let people try and feed into it, or are you going to try and take them out on the way, or are you going to go for the cap immediately? What do you do? So it's certainly interesting. Definitely start off in the slightly different positions, and that center cap really does change things around. So I'm thinking I'm going to kind of try and get in slightly behind where I expect them to be coming. Here we go. Come on, buddy. I gotta bust through this first. You just did, though. That wasn't bad. I didn't really see how much damage I did, but I did hit him low. Went through him, take him out. Not a problem. So let's go around and just sweep around. This tank is mighty slow. I did upgrade the engine and tracks. This thing's fully upgraded.
Wake up.
So, of course, TeamSpeak is on. I am pretty satisfied at its tier. I mean, I only shot at one tank, but nothing but Soma's left. Oh, here we go. SPG. It's here for fun and good time. So we're gonna go and probably get hit by it. I can foresee this going really well. Not bad. I know I'm zooming in there real quick to take the shots. So let's actually go for the cap, because we've taken out a good chunk of them. I'll tell you what, I'm lagging a bit here and there. Not a big deal though. I can adjust for it later. Where to go, where to go? Okay, so they're on the center cap. So we need to head back to it. Can't get through those trains. I gotta go like all the way down and around. You're kidding me. It's a Such a long distance to get down there. I might have just screwed myself over by doing this. Nah, I should be able to get there. Ish. Kind of. We'll find out. They did a mighty fine job of, moving towards the cap. So see, that actually is an interesting strategy. I went to go engage people, and it kind of didn't work out, because I went and engaged 2 people, while some people went to go and cap. And it's one of those things where that center flag does make a difference. But I also can get to the center flag quick enough. I'm not going to get there. They're going to cap it before I can do anything. Oh well. It's definitely a different game type. I wasn't ready for it, wasn't expecting it. What can I say? So they did a great job by capping that flag, and, well, it is what it is. So I'm in the Tier 4 SPG of the French, the AMX 105 AM, and of course I have the nice lovely 105 right equipped. This map is actually the 1 flag cap, so it's kind of cool. It's an attack and defend. Obviously the red team's the defender at the moment, and the green team here, obviously you switch sides, is the attacker. And so you basically have to cap before the time runs out, or destroy the enemy team, or you lose. And the enemy team wins if they survive, or you get destroyed in the process. So it's kind of interesting. It's actually really fun. I played a few of them before, and it's different. I definitely think the game modes are a nice change of pace. Keep you on your toes. You're not doing the same thing over and over and over, and make you change your tactics and strategies. Now, playing the Tier 4 artillery, though, I've noticed that I'm going to not be very effective here. So I'm just going to kind of do whatever I can and hope for the best. Not really a whole heck of a lot. I'm going to be... Is that IS-6? Yeah, that'd be the new premium, IS-6. What do you know? There's one too. Huh. Go figure. Yeah, so... It's probably going to be the last SPG I'm going to get in this video. Simply... Oh, man. Just detonated all over him, but didn't do anything to him. But... The sad part of it is I'm going to be probably hitting that grind where it's going to take me forever, and I have to be able to actually level up, and so I won't be able to put out much more video content relating to it. So, I'll boo hiss. Pro tip, hit stuff, don't just miss. So as I was saying, yeah, where was I? Actually, this SPG fires relatively fast. Sadly, getting up to the Tier 4 SPG and the Tier 5 TD is about all I'll probably end up seeing. Just because of the simple fact that that's a huge grind in and of itself. So we'll have to see what I can come up with in the future for this. But so far I'm liking... in my honest opinion, the French stuff is just alright. It's not my flavor, not my thing. I just find there's better stuff out there currently, and so let's see if I can sneak this shot in. No, nothing. I just find it that there's better stuff already out there in existence, and it's just alright. The French stuff certainly excites me. I'm definitely going to want to see that. I love how fast this thing reloads. The French artillery, SPGs, seem to have very thin angles of fire, so it makes it very difficult. You have to really, it's not like the German stuff that I'm used to right now, where I have to kind of, oh look, it's the Egg Tiger 88. Interesting. There's a lot of premiums here. Can't imagine the Egg Tiger 88 being able to do that much damage. Which he didn't. Alright, let's try and hit something here as opposed to just sitting around. So, the French SPGs are definitely going to require you to be a little more cautious with your aim. You definitely got to line up your shots well in advance. Where in the world did that shot go? It's like it didn't even go anywhere. Supposed to hit this building. Try one more time here. Blind shot for nothing. Alright, he must have moved. But overall, I think the French stuff is going to offer some variety. I'm more interested in these maps that are coming out rather than the tanks themselves. But, I mean, I see the point to each one of them. I do kind of like the fact that there's new stuff coming out every so often. Definitely changes it up. Map types are more interesting to me. But this SPG is not too bad. I mean, you can see it's pretty much looking like a WESP for the most part. But, you know, just the rate of fire, the damage. I'm in a game where it's probably not going to be very, very useful. But let's see if I can just sneak a shot in there. No, I'm not. I'm going to reposition. By the time I reposition, the other game will be done. Oh, hello, SPG over in the corner. And he's dead. So, overall, I mean, the French did need to get some more depth to their tree, and hopefully they start finishing out the French tree a little more before they move on to the British stuff. I mean, like I said, the British stuff sounds interesting, but I foresee it not really coming out for another couple months. And it'll be fun when they get it in. But till then, I mean, they still have tons of stuff they can update and work on. And there's no saying that they can't do other things in the meantime. Well, of course, if they just release it, it's only a handful of tanks here and there, so it'll be fun to try out. So, as this battle comes to a close, I'll go do the last bit, which I have, which is going to be the Tier 5 TD. I might not have that one fully upgraded because I'm out of free experience, and it's to that point where it's going to be a very long grind. So let's go swap to it real quick. So, I figured with such a small game, and us being all around the same tier, I'd go ahead and just show this one with it being primarily stock. I didn't think it was going to be necessary to sit here and grind through to get the top guns if it was going to be just something quick like this. Now, this tank actually can get some pretty hefty, awesome top guns, but the problem I've found with all the French stuff is it's all very similar in the fact that it is very fragile. That there is 0 armor for pretty much every single tank. And of course, I'm the one sitting here looking at the town, so this is going to be pretty daring. Let me reposition so I can take on stuff that comes through that town in a safer manner. Kind of. 2 tanks up there, 1 over here. We'll go this way. Help them out a bit. So, I mean, overall, like I was saying, the French stuff did need a major boost. It's going to be nice, the fact they have more options now. Certainly has more variety. The only thing that I see, just from looking around, that looks really interesting is the fact that the Tier 8 artillery has an autoloader. So it's going to be doing massive amounts of damage. And the massive amounts of damage are going to come at a cost of a minute reload once it gets done. I think it's 10 seconds between each shot, though. So, about half the speed of a G-Dub Panther, and maybe an overall reload that's going to take, well, I think it kind of balances out. You just shoot your entire magazine, then you end up just swapping and dealing with the reload, just go and hide for a little bit. So it's going to work out pretty much identically to how it has in the past. I don't really foresee it being too much of a problem. I wish these two would kind of go look in the town over there, but guess I don't really have that option. These guys want to push around this corner. I got them dead to rights, but then again, they're also in trouble. We have a Soma S40 there. Oh, hello. Wasn't ready for that. I was too busy looking around, not paying attention. So I got a nice little artillery piece shooting over top of me. But yeah, I mean, overall, I can foresee the higher end French stuff being pretty cool. The low tier stuff, it's, well, damn, that was quick. The lower tier stuff is kind of just so-so. As you can see, it's really fragile, needs to get killed, no problem. It's just the nature of French stuff is it's just very thin armored, heavy hitting, or fast firing, one of the two. So that's going to probably do it for this episode of my Let's Play. I hope you guys enjoyed my first look here at the new patch 7.4. And it's on the test servers now. It should be out for regular play probably in another couple weeks. I will hopefully have a little bit more of an update down the road on it. I plan to do a little bit here and there just to kind of touch upon some new stuff and try and show you guys some of the higher tier stuff if I can get to it. But otherwise, I will do what I can. bring you guys some more content, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. Ratings and subscriptions are much appreciated. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.